And good morning to you, and welcome to Germantown Hills Middle School, the site of the 2023 IESA 8th grade girls basketball state finals in Class 3A. Alongside Damon Emmerich and Justin Poor, I'm Charlie Hall, and this is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The first of 6 games to come your way today in action, and this first quarterfinal features 22-1. The Germantown Hills Warriors and the 18-4 Washington Panthers. A big advantage, I would say, for Germantown Hills to be playing in their own gymnasium in the state tournament. Has to give you a little bit of a feeling of comfortability. But Washington just down the road, so they've played in this gym. In fact, these two teams in the same conference have played this season in a dandy contest, and this should be a great matchup here this morning. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this timeout.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. The road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show from Germantown Hills Middle School. And a matchup here between the host Germantown Hills, the Warriors, and the Washington Panthers. We told you these two teams played earlier this season, and Germantown Hills got the better of the Panthers that day, 36-28. In fact, this Germantown Hills squad with just one loss on the season, that came to Peoria Christ Lutheran, and a 38-12 win for the opponent that day. Other than that, this team has been unblemished on the season. In postseason action, they've defeated Canton Ingersoll 46-15 and Green Valley Midwest Central 45-33. That was in regional action. In sectional play, a 33-24 win against Sherrard allowed the Raiders to punch their ticket here into the Class 3A state finals. On the Washington Panthers side of things, just have felt defeat 4 times this year. Of course, that loss to Germantown Hills. They also lost a nail-biter to Morton 42-39, lost to Normal Kingsley 36-32, and to Dunlap 38-23. In postseason action, the Panthers defeated Washington Central 38-25, and then Eureka 22-6 to win the regional. And in sectional play, defeated Downs Tri-Valley 35-30. Damon Emmerich alongside, and Damon, you take a look at this gymnasium. It's a great site for this Class 3A state championships, but you have to feel pretty comfortable if you're this Warriors squad playing in your own gymnasium here to open up a state tournament.
Well, yeah, I think anytime you get into postseason play, normally you're spending the first few minutes of the ball game just acclimating yourself to that new gym, the shooting environment, whereas for this Germantown Hill squad, this is where they practice, this is where they play, so they have that comfort of already being on their home court, having their home fans here, and then, of course, where they're playing this Washington middle school group, but they played earlier this year, so it's not like these two teams need to figure out what to expect from the other. And that, Charlie, like we talked about, that's normally what those first few minutes of any ball game is.
And kind of odd, these two teams actually are in the same conference, but are playing here in the opening of the state finals, and sometimes that happens. That is, one goes a little north, one goes a little south, and you don't meet until you get to this Elite Eight level.
Yeah, and it speaks highly of the conference in general to have 2 of the 8 teams in this Class 8 3A tournament here be from the same conference. So it's telling you that we should expect a pretty good matchup here to get this one started.
Both teams out of the court warming up in preparation of this morning's matchup. Other games taking place in the tournament here today in Class 3A. The 11:30 game, Litchfield and Monticello. Shanahan will take on Beecher at 1 o'clock, and then at 2:30 it's Teutopolis against Pittsfield Pikeland in quarterfinal action. Then they'll come back. The winner of this game will play the winner of game 2 at 5 o'clock, and the winners of games 3 and 4 will play at 6:30 in the state semifinals. Thursday night they'll come back here and play the 3rd and 4th place game at 6 o'clock, and a 7:30 start time for the championship. We'll have all the action for you on Central Illinois Sports. Just under 7 minutes away from the starting lineups in the play-by-play of this contest. We're back after this timeout.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome. And then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
The heart is the hardest working muscle in your body. If something goes wrong with it, you need a medical team that works just as hard. You need Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team, celebrating 20 years of delivering life-saving care to tri-state residents. Patients and families choose Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team for its experience, quality, and heartwarming compassion. Get the most out of your hard-working heart.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Germantown Hills, the Warriors, and the Washington Panthers in the state quarterfinal. And, a lot of work to host a state tournament. And one of the advantages sometimes, Damon, is when your own team gets to play here. We saw this site last year. Germantown Hills actually has been the host for this site quite a few times. And when you take a look up at the banners at the end of this gymnasium, on both the boys and the girls side, they've had some success in their program history.
Yeah, it's a nice location, nice school district here, and they've done a great job as the host school. Been very accommodating for us here at Central Illinois Sports. But yeah, as you said, Charlie, you just look around their gym, and it screams as a program that has had plenty of success, and explains why they are back here in today's game.
And, of course, Washington is a program that is used to success in about every activity that they participate in. And they're a team that, hey, you suffered that loss earlier in the season. There's no better time to try to avenge a loss that gets you into the state semifinals.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're going to win, you'd much rather win that postseason game than you would the regular season matchup. So I think they come in here, they're not playing in their home gym. They lost earlier this year. So if you look at this matchup, I think they should probably come in as the more loose team out here, fewer nerves, because they've got less working in their favor, I guess you could say.
And a really nice crowd on hand. Of course, when you have the home team playing, that helps. But Washington has a good crowd as well. In fact, last week in the 7th grade games, we saw good crowds throughout the state of Illinois. So good to see that people are getting out to the gyms and supporting their teams in person. It is a big deal to make it to the state tournament, no matter what level you are at. And here at the 8th grade, these ladies just 1 year away from high school basketball and trying to make a memory with their teammates that'll help propel them into the junior varsity and varsity level down the road. 2.5 minutes away from tip-off here on Central Illinois Sports. We pause for a break. We come back with the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups next.
All right, if you got somebody hard to buy for this Christmas, and everybody does, there's something for everybody at your local Farm and Home Supply in our holiday sale going on now through December 18th. Toys galore for sale, including this cool flying ball helicopter for $7.99, or this 2-pack John Deere Big Scoop for under $30. Get a holiday rebate on all area, includes footwear, apparel, and accessories. For all the anglers out there, get a mystery tackle box, only $16.99. If you've got a pet at home, get a dog or cat toy multi-pack under $15. See all the deals on sale right now through the 18th at farmandhomesupply.com.
Time to take a look at the starting lineups, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, nobody has it like your local Farm and Home Supply. Learn more at farmandhomesupply.com, and make sure to check them out this holiday season. The visiting team will be the Washington Panthers. Washington Middle School, 18-4 on the season. They'll start at a guard, a 7th grader, Lorraine Berg. At a second guard, an 8th grader, Corinne Berg. And at the third guard, she's an 8th grader. That is Sophie Walker. At a forward, an 8th grader, Josie O'Brien. And at the other forward, an 8th grader, Carly Rodell. Rodell, O'Brien, Walker, Berg, and Berg for Washington Middle School. For the Germantown Hills Warriors, they're 22-1 on the season. They'll start at a guard, an 8th grader, Allie Nelson. At a second guard, an 8th grader, Molly Draft. The third guard will be an 8th grader, Leah Koster. At a forward, she's an 8th grader, Kira Murray. And at the other forward is an 8th grader, Bailey Nina Murray, Koster, Graff, and Nelson for the 22-1 Germantown Hills Warriors. That's a look at the starting lineups. We'll pause for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll tip it off in state quarterfinal action on Central Illinois Sports.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy. We're passionate about the outdoors.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777. Go Team Go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray, hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, one of the things I like that they do here at the state tournament for the IESA is they introduce all the players before game number 1. And we will meet them as well. For Washington, they're non-starters, a 7th grader, Emmy Spezio, a 7th grader, Ella Galeri, an 8th grader, Hadley Hawksworth, an 8th grader, Abby Longhurst, a 7th grader, Brooke Rowley, an 8th grader, Akira Henderson, an 8th grader, Olivia McLaughlin, a 7th grader, Brindley Reese, and a 6th grader, Joplin O'Brien for Washington Middle School. You can take 15 players on your roster in basketball, and for some of these programs, Damon, that means they had to make some tough decisions and cut some people off their post-season rosters, and that's never fun for the coaches, but they usually then make those folks statisticians, team managers, so that at the end of the day, if you take home a medal, they're taking home their medal as well. They know they were still part of the program.
Yeah, we see a nice squad sitting behind the Washington Middle School bench there to cheer on their teammates. So obviously getting it to 15 is difficult, but it's important to keep those players involved as part of the program, because sometimes those kids that don't play as 7th or 8th graders, you keep them around your program, they see quite a bit of playing time as they get older.
Oh, and what you see, even as 8th graders, sometimes you don't have a child that is all the way developed in their basketball skills, and they can still really improve into their later years, and they can still be a big contributor in the program. Germantown Hills non-starters, a 7th grader, Cadence Beck, an 8th grader, Carrington Blake, an 8th grader, Addie Mitchell, an 8th grader, Kaya Hover, an 8th grader, Bella Piscagli, an 8th grader, Olivia Dunn, a 7th grader, Addison Points, and an 8th grader, Kate Lucas. Again, starters for both teams, Washington starting Lorraine Berg, Corinne Berg, Sophie Walker, Josie O'Brien, and Carly Rodell. And for Germantown Hills, it's Allie Nelson, Molly Graff, Leah Coster, Kira Murray, and Bailey Nina. As they finish up the introductions here in the gymnasium at Germantown Hills, Washington will be the visiting team with the black uniforms with the orange numbers, and the Germantown Hills Warriors will be in the white uniforms with the blue numbers and accents here this morning. It's also a little different, although sometimes in junior high they'll play a Saturday morning contest, but you don't play a lot of basketball usually at 10 a.m.
No, you've got to find a way to get yourself up and ready to go, and if you can't for the state tournament game, you're never going to. So going to be a fun day of basketball here, one of 6 games that we're getting ready to bring you, and hopefully that'll be a good game to get us started here between Germantown Hills and Washington Middle School.
A lot of good energy here in the gymnasium. You can just feel it. I like the in-house DJ here at Germantown Hills. I thought when they said that last year, we came here last year to do a game, they said the DJ. I thought they meant PA. No. It's a DJ, like a full-blown DJ. He's got his little booth set up, his microphone, and he's got the crowd pumping here early in the morning. Nina will jump in the middle for Germantown Hills. And jumping opposite of her will be Josie O'Brien. Sit back and enjoy junior high quarterfinal action, 8th grade 3A on Central Illinois Sports. Pretty tall young ladies on both teams in this contest. A lot of height. And one more announcement. They don't want you to sit in the front row of the gymnasium for the safety of the players. All right. The tip is up and controlled by Germantown Hills, as the Warriors will bring it into the front court on the attack for the first time today. Coster has the ball against the man-to-man defense. Passes it off on the right side, Allie Nelson. Nelson puts it on the deck with the left-hand bounce, with behind the back with it. Little short hop pass to her teammate Graff. Back out top to Coster, just underway in the first period. Little give and go, now kick to the corner, and Nelson. Nelson on the baseline drive, cut off there. Good defense by Washington in the opening moments here. Here's a little pull-up jump shot up off the mark by Coster. Rebound put back up and in for Bailey Nina, and it's a 2-0 lead for Germantown Hills. Into the front court come the Panthers, trying to stay out of the trapping defense for Germantown Hills, and Nina playing the point of that press, and she's going to get a steal. On the left-hand bounce into the front court, left-hand runner-up no good, but fouled and she will shoot 2 shots.
So that'll be the first foul of the ball game against either team, and it will be whistled against Corrine Berg. That'll be Berg's first, so it will send Bailey Nina to the line to shoot 2 shots for Germantown Hills. Warriors have the early 2-0 lead, 5:09 to play, first quarter. First free throw is up and good.
When you're running a press like Germantown Hills just did, and you have the tallest young lady on the floor and Bailey Nina playing the point of that press, it can wreak some havoc for sure.
She did a nice job, went coast to coast, fouled on the layup. Couldn't get it to go, but she knocks down both free throws. She's got 4 points, and Germantown Hills with the early 4-0 advantage.
Lorraine Berg into the front court, ball stolen away. The other way, here comes Kira Murray. Murray kicks to the wing. Out top, now the ball comes to Nelson for a 3, won't fall. Rebound down to, kind of a steal on that play as Nina got the ball and ripped it out of the Washington Panthers defender who had gotten the rebound. And she'll go back to the free throw line on the putback as she was fouled.
It's already the 3rd turnover of the ball game against Washington Middle School as the foul was whistled against Sophie Walker, her first. Nina knocks down another free throw for the Warriors.
Free throw shooting at the 7th grade level, what I saw last weekend, was not great. You could just tell another year of development and comfortability. They really get a lot better, and she knocks them down. She's got all 6 for the Warriors here in the early going. Washington trying to take good care of the basketball. Berg brings it into the front court, gets it down low, shot put up, Walker no good. Rebound down to the Warriors, and a reach and a foul, I believe going to be on Corinne Berg, but let's wait and make sure.
And it will go against Corinne Berg. That's going to be her 2nd, 3rd team foul against Washington Middle School.
Ball to bounds in the backcourt for Germantown Hills. Off to a good start are the Warriors, up 6-0 with 4:40 to play here in the opening period. Coster brings it into the front court. She's playing the point guard for this squad. Gives it off to Nina. Nina drives in, shot blocked. Rebound tipped down, goes off of Washington. Now let's talk about something for a second, Damon. We've got Coach Jerkholz with the orange pants, and we've got Coach Davis with the checker pants. Who wore them better?
Oh, you got to go checker.
You'll see it when I get back to the other end. If you hadn't already noticed, here's another pass inside to Bailey Nina. She's the go-to for this squad from Germantown Hills. She's fouled again and goes back to the free throw line where she's perfect on the day.
She's fouled by Josie O'Brien. That's her first. Already the 4th team foul of the quarter, Charlie. So Germantown Hills, the rest of this first quarter, will be shooting 2 on any foul. As at the line for the Warriors, Bailey Nina, she's got 7 as she gets that first to go.
Spezio will check into the game, and Washington wants the early timeout to try to settle their squad down. We'll pause as well. 4:28 to play in the first. It's a 7-0 lead for Germantown Hills.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Washington took the timeout. 4:28 to play in the first. A 7-0 lead for Germantown Hills as Bailey Nina goes back to the free throw line, trying to hit the second of this 2-shot foul.
Nina's got 7, all 7 of the Warriors' points, and make it 8. She's 6 for 6 from the line, and it's an 8-0 Warriors advantage.
She's been impressive in the early going. Washington trying to take care of the basketball against this press. Ball tipped and stolen away by Coster, right on cue. Turnover number 4. Coster takes it into the front court. A 6-point game the first time these two teams played, but Washington has really struggled with the pressure here in the early going. Down low, they'll get the ball into Nina. She'll go to work. Forces one up this time, won't fall. And the rebound down to Corinne Berg. Berg walks it out top. Here's a 3 on the way by Lorraine Berg, no good. Weak side rebound to Coster. She'll push the pace into the front court. Just under 4 minutes to play in the opening period. Ball comes out top to Nelson. Nelson sporting the bright yellow shoes here on this Saturday morning. Left side Murray, now top of the key, that's Graff. Right side Nelson tries to go out the smaller defender that time in Berg and draws the foul.
Foul will be whistled against Lorraine Berg. That's her first. Team foul number 5 of the quarter. So it will send to the line to shoot 2 for Germantown Hills, Allie Nelson. Nelson looking for her first point of the contest as her Warriors team has the 8-0 lead. 3:39 to play, first quarter action. Nelson knocks down the first.
These Warriors can shoot the free throws, can't they?
7 for 7 so far in the ball game. 7 of their 9 points coming from the charity stripe. And Warriors could not have asked for a better start to this quarterfinal game here against Washington Middle School as they have the 9-0 lead. 2 minutes and 21 seconds into the ball game. Chance to add to that lead as Nelson's second free throw attempt is up and good.
Not in the announcer's curse. Could stop the Warriors with the free throw there. Now ball tipped and stolen away. Coster another steal. Her third or fourth already in the early going. She'll work it out top to Nelson. Straight on 3 ball short. Rebound kept alive. Comes into the hands of Graff. And she's fouling. The foul's really mounting here in the early going for Washington. And things just not going the way of the Panthers so far.
And the foul's going to be whistled against Sophie Walker. That'll be Walker's second. So not only are the fouls mounting, but foul trouble is picking up for Washington Middle School as they've now got 2 girls with 2 fouls apiece as Molly Graff's at the line looking for her first point of the ball game. First free throw attempt for her is in and out, no good.
First miss from the stripe for the Raiders after making, what'd you say, 8 in a row?
They made 8 of their first 8, so now 8 for 9 from the charity stripe with the 10-0 lead. 3:25 to play here, first quarter action. Graff's second is up, and it is good.
11-0 to start the game for the Warriors. Into the front court come the Panthers. Berg kicks it out left side. Lorraine Berg from Corinne. 3 no good. Rebound fought for and out of bounds. It'll go the way of Washington.
So Nina might have gotten away with a little bit of push-off on the pursuit for the ball, but I think the ball actually might have went out of bounds off of Washington Middle School being kicked. So worked out well for both squads there as pass is going to be deflected by Coster. It'll be Washington basketball.
All tipped out of bounds there, yeah. Really tenacious D for this squad from Germantown Hills. And again, another turnover. Coster got the tip. Nina got the steal. Coster with it on the wing left side. Looks in the post. Will pull it out between the circles. 2:59 to play in the opening period. Ball gets reversed on the right side. That's to Nelson. She'll dribble it against Berg. Just overall player for player, Germantown Hills about a half a head taller than their opponents. Here's Coster on a drive. Shot won't fall. And the rebound secured by Josie O'Brien.
The key here when you're playing against a defense like Germantown Hills is you've got to keep the ball away from the corner because it allows that trap defense to happen even more naturally.
Left side with it is Spezio. A little high-low set. Good find this time. Down low shot by Walker, no good. And the rebound to
Graff comes down with her second rebound of the ball game. As Germantown Hills has it with 2:10 to play, first quarter action. The 11-0 lead and looking to add to it.
Here's Nelson, tried to drive through several defenders and turned it over. Ball still kind of batted around and finally secured by Lorraine Berg. Berg brings it across. Bounce pass to Corinne Berg, to Lorraine Berg. Top of the key, trying to get dialed in from 3. No good. And the rebound to Coster. She's been all over the place. Her second rebound. 2 rebounds, 3 or 4 steals, several assists. She finds her teammate open underneath. Shot up by Graff, no good. Ball out of bounds. The official says, I don't know. What do you think? How about that way? Goes the way of Washington. Thank to our officials for getting up early this morning and giving their time here today. Most of the time in these tournaments, they're working back-to-back games. So 3 sets of officials will be present today, and we appreciate their efforts here at the state finals.
Panthers need a bucket right here as they're scoreless through the first 4.5 minutes of the first quarter.
Corinne Berg turns the corner, gets it left side to Walker, back to Corinne Berg. Tries to get to Lorraine Berg. This ball tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Washington near the center court line. And there's something that the official is pointing at on the floor.
A hair tie or something down there?
Yeah, it looks like a hair tie. Not mine. And they'll get that cleared off the court, and we'll be ready to roll here with 1:20 to play in the first. And bounce pass comes to Berg works down low. Good find this time. Up and in for Sophie Walker on the first two-pointer of the game for Washington. Walker's gotten the ball a couple times in the post. Didn't seem to have maybe that confidence, but she went to the basket aggressively that time and got her first two. Now Berg really D'ing up Nelson. Ball comes on the right side. Works it down low. Nina is tied up. Alternating possession arrow favors Washington. Turnover on Germantown Hills.
That'll be the second turnover against the Warriors. And right there we saw the Panthers got their first bucket of the game and picked up a little bit more aggressively on defense. Just needed that confidence to get their first points. Got a chance to cut into that deficit even more here with 45 seconds to play in the opening quarter.
Lorraine Berg, a seventh grader for this squad. She drives in, puts up a runner, high glass, no good. A rebound down again. Shot put up and good for Sophie Walker. She's got back-to-back buckets for the Panthers, and it's cut it down to a 7-point lead. Nelson into the front court for the Warriors. Hands it off to Coster. Coster going to be called for the carry. So a turnover by the Warriors and giving Washington a little chance to gain some momentum as this last 25 seconds or so of the quarter ticks off the clock. Lorraine Berg works it on the right side. Spezio back to Berg. Now Corinne Berg top of the key with 17 seconds to play in the period. Back to Lorraine Berg, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Allie Nelson.
That'll be Nelson's first team foul of the ball game against the Warriors. 13.9 seconds to play, opening action here, game 1 of 6 of the day on Central Illinois Sports.
Inbounds pass will be corralled by Berg. Trying to throw a pass on the wing. Good save that time by O'Brien. With 7 seconds, it's back to Corinne Berg. Looking to create here off the dribble. Dribbles to the right side to O'Brien. Try to go give and go. Ball knocked out of bounds. 1.1 second to play in the period. Stays with Washington on the baseline here. Just that overall length of Germantown Hills has really given them some trouble. Spezio to throw it in. Finds an open Sophie Walker to put it in for 2. And Washington, after getting down 11-0 early, ends the period on a 6-0 run. And after a period, it's Germantown Hills 11, Washington 6.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
After a period, it's an 11-6 lead for Germantown Hills on top of the Washington Panthers. We get set for second quarter action here. Germantown Hills with the basketball to start the period. 6-0 run by Washington after an 11-0 run for Germantown Hills to start the game. Now Coster, a little give and go, gets it from Nina. Shot put up no good, but Coster heads to the free throw line, shooting 2.
And that could be a big foul right there, as it's going to be whistled against Sophie Walker. Walker's third. Walker has all 6 of the points for Washington Middle School, as Coster at the line where her first free throw attempt is up and good. So that ends a 6-0 Washington Middle School run.
I think the coaches kind of looked at each other and said, what do you think here? And there's really no thought in this one. You got to take her out here. And Carly Rodell is back into the game for Washington.
As Coster at the line, second free throw attempt for her is in the air, and it is good. 11 of 12 from the free throw line in this first half of play are the Germantown Hills Warriors.
And nearly get another steal here as Coster and Murray both actually had a hand on that one. Just some really, really tough defensive pressure from this squad from Germantown Hills. Deep in the corner, Spezio finds Lorraine Berg, and they'll call her for traveling. Turnover number 7 by the Panthers. Just underway here in quarter number 2. 13-6 the advantage for Germantown Hills on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Ball gets reversed on the left-hand side to Murray. Murray down low. Nina, that's where they went earlier. Shot blocked on a nice defensive play by Carly Rodell, and the rebound down to Washington. Berg pushes into the front court. Little give and go. Right back to her off the window. Can't get it to go. And the rebound this time secured by Molly Graff for the Warriors. This ball now knocked out of bounds by a hustling Josie O'Brien, who was trying to steal it right back for her squad.
Graff with 3 rebounds now in this ball game for the Warriors.
And kind of some new life here for Washington as they got down 11-0 early. That's a tough hole to dig out of, but they have, you can just tell, this have a little more energy right now. Here's a travel out front, kind of an uncontested turnover that time.
Just switch the pivot feet right there. Sometimes it takes that first basket of the ball game to really get your confidence back, and we saw that with Washington Middle School. And right now they've got a chance to cut into the deficit even more.
Left side, here's a 15-footer up and no good by Rodell. Rebound down to Coster. Her third. She'll bring it up for Germantown Hills. Right wing finds Graff. Back out top, Nelson now. Nelson will put it on the deck. Reverse the ball back to Murray. Down low, ball stolen away by O'Brien. Gets the outlet pass to Berg. She'll attack on the dribble into the front court. Up under and missed the runner. Rebound to Molly Graff. She now loses her footing, but kept the ball alive to her teammate Nelson. Nelson to Berg, and a timeout here taken by Germantown Hills as they want to settle things down a hair. 4 minutes, 29 seconds to play in the half. It's Germantown Hills 13, Washington 6.
Hey, grab me 1, too.
.429 to play in the half, a 13-6 advantage for Germantown Hills. The Warriors called the timeout as just sort of a little frazzled here to start the second quarter. That first burst of energy has kind of worn off a little bit, and you kind of got to get that second win for both squads. Back to live action after the timeout taken by Germantown Hills. Coster has it out top to Nina. Thought about the long 2 instead. Will kick it out on the wing to her teammate Graff. Nina had what, the first 8?
Scored the first 8. Done a nice job containing her since as Coster takes a dribble inside the 3-point line, puts up the nice shot. She's got 4. It's back out to a 9-point Warriors lead.
Bryn Berg's shot is blocked and the rebound down to Nelson. Nelson into the front court, hands it off to Coster. Again, just that length on the defensive side, really a big advantage here for the Warriors. Drive in now by Graff, caught on the baseline, pass tip, right back into her hands, and then ripped away. Now they'll say a tie-up as the ball did stop long enough. Still Washington basketball, so still a turnover by this Warriors squad.
No turnovers in the first 5 minutes of action for the Warriors. 6 turnovers now in the last 3.5 minutes of game action.
O'Brien with it left side. Check that. That is Rodell. She's got a dribble. Now she works it down low to Spezio, the smallest player on the court. She's underneath. Her shot no good, but she'll shoot 2 shots as she's fouled.
She's fouled by Graff. That's her first team foul of the quarter against the Warriors. So it'll be the first free throw attempts of the ball game for the Panthers of Washington Middle School. Emmy Spezio at the line. First free throw attempt for her is on its way, and off the back of the rim, no good.
Germantown Hills brings Bella Piscali into the game for the first time. Piscaglia, excuse me. Piscaglia. Common spelling. Piscaglia.
Second one from Spezio, also no good. Coster comes down with the rebound for Germantown Hills. That's her 4th. Ball into the front court, almost stolen away, but it's going to go out of bounds. It will remain Warriors basketball.
Good defensive effort by Emmy Spezio that time, but unable to secure the steal. On the sideline, out of bounds for Dunn. So out top to Nelson. Puts it on the left wing. That's Scalia. And she goes in, not called for traveling. They'll say a hand check instead.
You're going to whistle Riddell for that first. That'll be her first team foul number 1 of the quarter. Actually, that'll be team foul number 2 of the quarter.
Reset those fouls, right? Bounce pass comes in out front to Coster. To Nelson, reverses the ball on the right side. And that ball too wide and out of bounds.
Into the ball game for the Panthers, Brooke Rowley, as Riddell takes a seat for Washington.
3:06 to play in this first half. Washington trying to continue a comeback here as they find themselves down by 9. A trail by as many as 11. Spezio on the right side. Works it to Lorraine Berg. Berg with a crossover, drives to the free throw line, kicks it out Corinne Berg. Berg off of the screen, steps back for 3, off the mark, and Coster another rebound. She'll push into the front court, kicks it off on the right side to Dunn. Out top Nelson. Right side to Dunn, look for the give and go, wasn't open this time. Now Coster gets a little pick and roll action. Coster, that quick first step. She draws the foul, and they'll say that is on the shot, so she will shoot 2.
Be the third foul of the quarter against the Panthers, as Emmy Spezio will be whistled for her first. Leah Coster to the line. Coster's got 4 points. Her team's got the 15-6 lead, make it 16-6, as her first shot is good. And before her second shot, we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it to 16-6 Germantown Hills over Washington Middle School. Back in a minute.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
.226 to play in the half. A 16-6 lead for Germantown Hills on top of Washington as the Panthers took their second time out of the contest. And to the free throw line for the Germantown Hills Warriors is Leah Coster trying to make the second of her 2 shot attempts from the free throw line.
Warriors jumped out to the 11-0 lead. Then the Panthers of Washington Middle School went on a 6-0 run, and that run has now been matched 6-0 as Coster makes the second, and it ties the largest lead of the ball game for Germantown Hills at 11.
Berg with the basketball. Works the ball down on the baseline to O'Brien. Back to Berg. Berg's runner-up is good, and the referee says count the basket.
Berg's first 2 points of the ball game as she was fouled by Bailey Nina. That's her first team foul number 2 of the quarter.
See on the Northwestern Mutual replay, just a nice little give and go back to Berg. Good touch and a chance to make the old-fashioned three-point play.
And that shot attempt is up, and it is good.
She's quick. When she got that pass away, she took a quick little step on that back cut, and she was open. She's had some openings in there. Just that height down low for Germantown Hills has given her some trouble really contesting those shots. On the right side, Graff with the basketball. Over to Coster. Sets up for a 3. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound run down out front by Spezio. And she has it stolen right back away by the Warriors as Coster poked that away from behind. Coster seems like one of those players, just does a lot of things right for her squad. Up top with it in Murray. On the left side, back to Coster. Surveys the floor. Washington's done a nice job of kind of clamping down on Nina after the first couple of moments of the game, as you mentioned. And now traveling the call as Graff shuffled the feet. Here comes Nelson back into the game.
Piscaglia will take a seat for the Warriors.
1:25 to play in the half. Washington trying to get into double digits here and cut it back down to a 6-point game. And here's another near steal by Coster. Ball run down out front by Corinne Berg. Right side to Josie O'Brien for three. It's an air ball. Rebound tipped around and comes the way of Coster. Coster very quick into the front court. And they'll call her for an offensive foul.
That'll be her first team foul, number 3 of the quarter. And it will be turnover number 9 against the Warriors. 8 turnovers against Washington Middle School.
I'm going to say she extended that left arm. There was the call on the offensive foul. Here's a shot from the baseline, up and no good by Washington's Brooke Raleigh. Rebound down to the Warriors. Into the front court with it. Coster works it to Nina. A little two-step to the basket, shot no good. Tried to get the rebound while laying on the ground, but it comes free to Lorraine Berg. She'll push it a full court pass to Spezio into the front court. What a find by Berg, and Spezio puts it in for 2. 30 seconds to play in the half. Washington not ready to go away just yet.
Good job dribbling heads up there.
Now, Lorraine Berg is the smallest person on the court, but good court awareness, you can tell from this young 7th grader. Down low, Nina. The free throw line. Good extra pass. Left side. Shot put up and good. Good finish by Kira Murray. And it makes it 19-11 Germantown Hills with 5 seconds to play in the half. 3, 2, step back. Berg. Shot no good. Might have drawn contact. No call. And we head to halftime in the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's the Germantown Hills Warriors 19, the Washington Panthers 11.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
The heart is the hardest working muscle in your body. If something goes wrong with it, you need a medical team that works just as hard. You need Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team, celebrating 20 years of delivering life-saving care to tri-state residents. Patients and families choose Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team for its experience, quality, and heartwarming compassion. Get the most out of your hard-working heart.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Welcome Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next car buying process. Whether you're looking for a new or a pre-owned vehicle, the Little Jess staff makes it simple for you and makes sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them in Quincy, Illinois at 3431 Main Street. 19-11 the lead for Germantown Hills over Washington here at the halftime break. And Damon Emmerich will look at some of your halftime stats.
Well, Germantown Hills, after one quarter, had the 11-6 lead. They jumped out to an 11-0 run early in this ball game. That 11-point lead is their largest of the ball game. They've led by 11 twice in this one. Turnovers in the first half. Germantown Hills with 9 turnovers. For Washington Middle School, they had 8 turnovers. Fouling situation for the Warriors of Germantown Hills. No player with 2 fouls, as Nelson, Graff, Coster, and Nina all with 1 foul apiece. For the Panthers of Washington Middle School, 3 fouls for Sophie Walker, 2 fouls for Corinne Berg, and 1 foul for Carly Riddell, Josie O'Brien, Lorraine Berg, and Emmy Spezia. Germantown Hills 19, Washington Middle School 11. Back with the rest of your first half statistics after these.
Hey, grab me one too.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply. Come on, make me upset.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's a 19-11 lead for Germantown Hills on top of the Washington Panthers. And Damon, finish out those halftime stats. Tell us who scored in the game for these two teams.
Well, take a look at shooting percentages first off in the first half of play. For Washington Middle School, they were 5 of 19 from the field for 26% and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Individual scoring for them, Emmy Spezia with 2, Corinne Berg with 3, and Sophie Walker led the way in the first half for the Panthers with 6 points before picking up her 3rd foul. For the Warriors of Germantown Hills, didn't shoot real well from the floor in the first half of play. Just 3 of 13 for 23%. But the big key for them, 13 of 14 from the free throw line for 93%. Scoring for the Warriors, 1 point for Molly Graff, Allie Nelson and Kira Murray with 2 points, 6 points for Leah Coster to go along with 6 rebounds. And Bailey Nina scored the first 8 points of the ball game for Germantown Hills, and that's what she has at the half. 8 points for her. Germantown Hills with the 19-11 lead over Washington Middle School.
We pause for our final break on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We get set for second half action next on Central Illinois Sports.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Ready for third quarter action. It'll be Germantown Hills basketball to start the second half of play, as the Warriors have a 19-11 lead. Have led by as many as 11 of the contest, led 11-0 to start the game. And it'll be everybody ready to go. Thumbs up to everyone. Oh yeah, you got it. And in the backcourt, they're going to call carrying the basketball on Kira Murray. And a turnover out of the gates here for Germantown Hills. So not the start they wanted. Washington at the end of both quarters kind of had some momentum. And now they'll have a steal right at midcourt. Ball stolen away by Nina, and she misses the layup. And then steals the ball away, and she'll make the layup this time.
First you don't succeed, try again.
Long pass into the front court. Lorraine Berg finds Spezio. Passing lane step in front of by Nelson and stolen away. She'll bring it into the front court for Germantown Hills. Nelson, Coster, Graff. Also out there is Nina, and the fifth young lady is Kira Murray, which is the way Germantown Hills started the contest earlier today. And there's a nice crossover move by Coster. She gets fouled on the floor, ball to bounce to the Warriors.
Looks like they'll whistle Emmy Spezio. That'll be Spezio's second. First team foul of the quarter against the Panthers.
Murray with the basketball, had it knocked loose, but run down out front by Graff. Looks for an opening. You get a lot of angst in the gym. Usually it comes from the folks on the bleachers. The players usually settle in much quicker. Ball on the right side to Coster. Feeds the high post. That's to Nina. Turns and faces. Fakes now, puts it on the deck. Rises, shoots, missed it short. Rebound though. Put back up and good by Murray. And the biggest lead of the contest right now for Germantown Hills, this 12-point advantage. Spezio just inside the arc from the left side. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Saved in bounds by the Panthers. Here's Lorraine Berg on a runner, no good. Rebound on the play, pulled down by O'Brien, and she'll be called for traveling. So length of the court to go for Germantown Hills.
So 4 turnovers already here in the third quarter against Germantown Hills. Or, excuse me, against Washington.
I knew what you meant. Washington He's had some trouble with those turnovers, and it kind of seems like we're continuing, now double dribbling the call. We're continuing the pattern we've seen. Strong starts to the quarter by Germantown Hills. Washington has finished the quarters well.
Well, what we've seen here in this the third quarter of play that the Warriors got away from in the second quarter is Bailey Nina's back out top at the top of that defense, and that really gave the Panthers fits there in the first half trying to pass through or over her.
Corinne Berg gets it on a pull-up three. It's no good. Rebound aggressively going after it was Sophie Walker. She'll put it up and in, and Washington then calls the timeout. 3:59 to play in the third, 23-13. Germantown Hills on top back after this.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
3:59 to play in the third. 23-13 the lead for Germantown Hills as Washington took the timeout. They have just 2 left for the game. Coster with the ball into the front court for the Warriors. Works off a solid screen there. Her shot short, and the rebound down to Lorraine Berg. She'll bring it into the front court. Up to Corinne Berg, back to Lorraine Berg. Extra pass in the corner to O'Brien for three. No good. Good ball movement, though, that time by Washington. Rebound. O'Brien aggressively went after it, but too aggressively that time. They'll call her for the foul.
That'll be her second foul of the quarter against the Panthers. This will be Warriors basketball, 23-13 advantage, 3:36 to play in the third quarter on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Murray gets the ball out top to Graff. Over to Nelson. Feeds the post in Nina. Passes it back out top. Coster, good look. Three, no good. And the rebound down to Walker. Walker got that third foul in the first half right as Washington was kind of making a comeback. Here's a pass a little wide, but there's Lorraine Berg to save it for her team. Gets it to Corinne Berg. Off of the screen. Ball knocked loose. Corinne Berg gets it back, though. Bounces it to the post. Ball knocked free. O'Brien runs it down to Spezia on the baseline for a shot, no good, and Coster gets the rebound. She'll bring it into the front court quickly here.
Leah Coster with 7 rebounds in the ball game to go along with 6 points.
And she'll put up a three now, top of the key off the mark. Nelson saves it in, and it's run down by O'Brien, but then she travels. So the traveling against Washington gives it right back to the squad from Germantown Hills. Up by 10 with 2:41 to play in the period. Pass out top to Nelson. Looks down low to Nina, and she just kind of lost it that time. Can Washington capitalize? Lorraine Berg, three, off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Graff. To Coster. 5 rebounds for Graff. A lot of rebounds to be had in this game. As we've seen, neither team really shoot a high percentage, although Germantown Hills has shot really well from the free throw line when they've made it there. Here's Coster on a drive, and once they knocked out of bounds by the Panthers, stays with Germantown Hills underneath. Right underneath their own hoop with 2:05 to play in the third. Pass on the right side, Coster. 15-footer won't fall. Rebound batted around and tied up. It'll head the way of Washington on the alternating possession arrow.
Exactly 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Washington looking to cut into this 10-point deficit.
Here's Corinne Berg, pass down low to Walker. Her shot no good, but she's fouled, and she'll shoot 2.
Foul's going to be whistled against Bailey Nina. That's her second. First team foul of the half, or of the quarter against the Warriors. As Sophie Walker at the line to shoot 2. Walker's got 8 of her team's 13 points. Her free throw attempt is in the air, and it is good. Give her 9 points. It's now a 9-point deficit for the Panthers of Washington Middle School as they trail 23-14 with 1:51 to play in the third quarter. Second one from Walker is on its way. It is off the back of the rim, no good. Coster skies high for the board for the Warriors.
Single-digit game with 1:45 to play here in the third. And a chance for Germantown Hills to make it double digits again. Now Berg lost it, tried to dribble between two defenders, kind of got it caught and gets called for traveling.
Yep, Bailey Nina's just got to slow down just a little bit there in order to figure out what direction she wants to go. She's got the right idea, just got to have a little bit more patience.
Lorraine Berg, little jab step for a three, no good. Not been able to find that mark has Washington today. About a couple of threes, Damon, they're right back in this thing. Nelson with it. On the wing, guarded hard by Berg. Gets it on the right side, Graff. Graff looks for the cutter with 1:08 to play in the third. Murray now reverses it over to Nelson. High post Nina to Coster. Coster drives inside, got grabbed on the arm, count the basket. And one opportunity coming up for Leah Coster.
She's fouled by Emmy Spezio. Spezio's third foul of the quarter against the Panthers. And it'll send Leah Coster back to the line. She's got 8 points. She's 4 for 4 from the line there. 8 points to go along with 9 rebounds. Extends her team's lead back out to double digits at 25-14. Free throw from Coster is good, so that ties the largest lead of the ball game for Germantown Hills.
Under a minute to play in the third. Corinne Berg on the right side of O'Brien, right back to Berg. They like that give and go, and Berg completes it at the window. She's got 5. 26-16 with 40 seconds to play in the third. Big opportunity here if you're Washington. If you get a stop here, you keep it a 10-point or less game. Now as Coster drives in, she says, never mind, I'll take 2 more. She's got 11, and her team leads by 12. Berg out top to Lorraine Berg from Corinne. Back to Corinne Berg. Top of the key, 3 won't fall. Rebound to Nina. She'll push the dribble toward the front court herself with 10 seconds. Crosses over, gets to the left side. Runner up, no good. Walker the rebound for Washington. 5 seconds left. Corinne Berg, long pass to O'Brien. O'Brien baseline shot up is good as the buzzer sounds. And Washington beats the buzzer to make it a 10-point game. We head to the fourth. It's the lead for the Germantown Hills Warriors on top of the Washington Panthers, 28-18.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Ready to start quarter number 4. It's Germantown Hills. They'll have the basketball leading by 10. But again, Washington with a buzzer beater to try to keep some hope alive in this one in this state quarterfinal. Ball goes down low to Nina in the post. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound fought for. Coster has it on the offensive side. Kicks it out of the right side. Shot won't fall. Rebound batted around, and it comes down to Spezio. She'll push it ahead to Walker into the front court. Walker 1-on-3 and completes the deal at the window and makes this an 8-point game.
She'll be fouled by Coster. That's Coster's second. First team foul of the quarter against the Warriors. And it sends Sophie Walker back to the line for the Panthers. She's now got 11 of her team's 20 points, the closest this one's been in some time. as Walker's free throw is up, and it is no good. Pescaglia with the rebound for the Warriors.
And then the outlet pass goes to Graff, and she travels. Into the contest, Nelson will return for Germantown Hills, and she'll sit down Pescaglia.
So a chance to get this down to a 2-possession ball game if the Panthers can score here.
I told you, Damon, if they could just a couple threes away from me, right back in this thing. They really scrapped.
Has anybody made a three yet in this contest?
Have not been a made three-pointer in the ball game
The
yet.
Panthers 0 for 11 from behind the three-point line.
Here's Lorraine Berg, kicks left side. O'Brien for three, no good. Make them 0 for 12, and Coster has the rebound. She'll take it into the front court on the dribble. 5:17 left. Crosses over, still on the bounce. Had it poked away for a moment. Run down out front by Murray. Ooh. And we'll get a timeout taken by Germantown Hills. 5:07 to play. 28-20. Warriors lead the Panthers back after this timeout.
Hey, grab me 1, 2.
All right, if you got somebody hard to buy for this Christmas, and everybody does, there's something for everybody at your local Farm Home Supply in our holiday sale going on now through December 18th. Toys galore for sale, including this cool flying ball helicopter for $7.99, or this 2-pack John Deere Big Scoop for under $30. Get a holiday rebate on all Ariat, includes footwear, apparel, and accessories. For all the anglers out there, get a mystery tackle box, only $16.99. If you've got a pet at home, get a dog or cat toy multi-pack under $15. See all the deals on sale right now through the 18th at farmandhomesupply.com.
5:07 to play, 28-20 the lead for Germantown Hills. The Warriors took the timeout. They'll have 3 timeouts remaining in the contest. Up by 8. But can't feel extremely comfortable at the moment. No time to relax if you're Germantown Hills because Washington showing they can scrap. Here's a shot missed by Coster. Rebound down to Corinne Berg. Berg brings it across. Lorraine Berg, 3, no good. Rebound on the play down to Coster. For Germantown Hills. Has a player chasing her down from behind. Josie O'Brien cannot run it down. And they'll be ball out of bounds here for the Warriors underneath their own hoop.
Coster with a double-double in this one as she's got 11 points and now 12 rebounds for the Warriors of Germantown Hills.
Bounce pass out top comes to Nina. Gets it to Nelson on the right side. Down low, Coster posting up on the smaller defender in Berg. And she's fouled and will shoot 2 shots.
That'll be Berg's third, first foul of the quarter against the Panthers. Coster back to the line for the Warriors. She's got 11 points, 5 for 5 from the line in this one. First one for Coster, off to the left, no good.
A rare miss from the charity stripe here for Germantown Hills.
14 of 16 in this ball game with 1 free throw to go. 4:44 to play, fourth quarter action, PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Coster splits a pair. She's got 12.
Corinne Berg brings it the other way with 4:39 left. For Washington, you really need some of those outside shots to fall, and now it can't have this. A turnover for the Panthers. Coster on the run into the front court. Puts up a little jump shot. It's no good. Maybe a little early in the possession there. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Corinne Berg. It'll be Germantown Hills basketball underneath. Washington's had some opportunities here for sure. They've gotten some decent looks from the perimeter. Just the number of turnovers they've had in this game going to be a problem. Here's Nina down low, shoots over the defender, no good. Weak side rebound, Nelson gets it to go. Big rebound and a putback, makes it an 11-point game with just over 4 minutes to play. Spezio, Corinne Berg, top of the key 3, no good. And the rebound pulled in by Nelson for Germantown Hills. Trying to advance to the state semifinals at 5:30 to 9. Their coach would like a timeout. 4 minutes left, 31-20. Germantown Hills up by 11 back after this.
This is Colt Mixer from Mixer Lumber Company in Clayton, Illinois. We have been selling grain bins for over 40 years. Our company provides years of experience, service, and quality products you can count on. GSI Grain Bins are a trusted company and are now offering their winter discounts. This is the time of year to order your new GSI Grain Bin. Mixer Lumber Company, where we treat people the way you want to be treated. Give us a call at 217-894-6412.
4 minutes to play. Timeout taken by Germantown Hills, up by 11. Just trying to make sure everybody's on the same page and not trying to let Washington make a last run in this one. 22-1 on the season is Germantown Hills. 18-4 for Washington. One of their 4 losses was a 6-point loss to this Warrior squad. And bounce pass comes to Nina. And they'll call her for traveling. Say she drugged the pivot foot.
Turnover number 15 against the Warriors. 14 turnovers against the Panthers in this one.
3:55 left. Right side, Berg gets it to O'Brien. Right wing 3, no good as it goes begging again. Rebound though on the offensive side to Lorraine Berg, to Corinne Berg. She'll shoot a deep 3 now. That's what she needs to do, just step back a little farther.
She's too close.
31-23. That 3-point shot can make a big difference in this game. Washington can string together some stops. Here's Coster, drives inside, runner-up no good. Rebound, Nina had it for a moment. It comes free to Murray. Her shot blocked. Nina gets it again on the offensive glass. Stripped and stolen away by Corinne Berg. Berg brings it across, finds O'Brien, who is as surprised as anybody that she caught that ball. If you ever see that Odell Beckham catch against the Cowboys, that was about as good right there because she just turned around and right in her breadbasket that time. Lorraine Berg left side to Corinne Berg. She's got Coster with a hand in her face. On the right side to O'Brien, 2:55 to play. O'Brien gonna have to put it on the deck. Tries to drive inside. Double dribbles. Turnover on the Panthers with 2:50 left.
Warriors picked up the defensive intensity right there on that possession, but now Washington Middle School, so the Panthers are going to pick up full court. Warriors are going to have to beat that press. They get it into Nina, who's going to go length of the court to Graff, picks up her dribble and got to find somebody.
That's a smart move by Graff to pull it back out. Now Coster knifes in and she'll get another 2. Makes it a 10-point lead for the Warriors again with 2:35 left. Left side O'Brien to Berg. Gets the right side Spezio. Out to Lorraine Berg. Off the dribble here to Corinne Berg. Puts it on the deck. Pass inside. Good find to Sophie Walker. She puts it up and in, and Washington calls one of their final 2 timeouts. 2:18 left. 33-25 Germantown Hills with the 8-point lead. Washington the timeout, and we're back after this.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1. I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
.218 left, 33-25, lead for Germantown Hills. Washington took a timeout. They have 1 remaining. They'll have the ball out of bounds with Germantown Hills' length of the court to go. They've led the entirety of this contest. Here's the ball knocked away by Josie O'Brien, saved in to Lorraine Berg. Off to Corinne Berg, drives in, bounce pass down to O'Brien. Back to Berg through her hands, but Washington trying to settle in. Spezio, 3, good. Spezio tickles the twine from 19. Ida makes it 33-28 with 2 minutes to play as the Panthers still on the prowl. Coster the other way. She's been the main money person for Germantown Hills, and she gets another 2. She's just quicker than her defender, it seems like, almost every time. Berg with it out top to Corinne Berg. She'll work it on the right side, Lorraine Berg to Corinne Berg. Over to Spezio. Fakes the three. Kicks on the right side, O'Brien. Quick ball movement to Corinne Berg. Drives inside. Little floater up on the runner. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Graff for Germantown Hills. 1:27 to play. Into the front court is Coster. Works it over to Murray. Germantown Hills could be a little patient here, up by 7 with 1:15 and only one foul against Washington right now. As Lorraine Berg now will knock the ball off the defender out of bounds and force the turnover. I think she was trying to foul.
18 turnovers now against the Warriors. Panthers basketball, 1:11 to play as Piscaglia will check in and replace Coster with 1:11 to play.
Into the front court with the basketball is Berg, and she's fouled by Piscaglia.
Her first, team foul number 2 of the quarter.
Washington is going to call their final timeout of the game with 1:07 left, down by 7. We'll pause as well. Back with the final moment of this game after this.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
1:07 to play. Washington now out of timeouts. They'll have the ball on the sideline as they trail by 7. Bounce pass comes to Corinne Berg. Over to O'Brien. Fakes the 3. Now the long 2 is short. Rebound Spezio on the offensive glass. Back out to O'Brien. Under a minute to play. Corinne Berg 3. No good. Rebound on the play down, and Nelson going to be called for traveling.
Germantown Hills fans didn't like it, but that was the right call.
Out of bounds underneath for Spezio. Problem for Washington right now, they can't really stop the clock much. No timeouts, going to be harder. Pass comes to O'Brien. Out to Berg, and Berg is fouled by Coster.
Coster's third foul against the Warriors, so doesn't really hurt them. Does force the Panthers to inbound the basketball again with 51 seconds to play. Panthers trailing 35-28.
And now Germantown Hill says they're not going to allow us to take these timeouts to the next game with us. So I would like to take one here. 51 seconds left in a 7-point game. Back after this.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Shooting is one of our favorite pastimes.
When it comes to guns and ammo, think Game Masters. They have new guns, used guns, gun safes, and gun accessories. And be sure to head over to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out our great selection.
Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more. At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with DOT, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
Timeout was taken by Germantown Hills. They have one timeout remaining. Washington's out of timeouts. 51 seconds left in the contest. Out of bounds for Washington. Spezio to throw it in underneath her own hoop. Ball goes down low. That's to Walker. Off balance shot won't go. Rebound to Spezio. Gets it out to Lorraine Berg. She'll put up a 3. It's blocked. And a rebound to Nina for Germantown Hills. She'll dribble onto the front court and is fouled with 40 seconds left. Just the second foul of the quarter, though, on Washington.
That'll be Rodell's second. Again, have to get to 5 team fouls per quarter now, and then it's automatically in double bonus.
Out of bounds here for Koster and company of Germantown Hills. She's picked up the dribble and has popped in the forehead that time.
Third foul of the quarter against the Panthers, as Sophie Walker will be whistled for her fourth. Warriors will inbound underneath their own basket.
Grab, has a pass in, finds Nina. Back to Koster. Over to Nina, and she'll be bumped in. Fouled by Berg.
Berg's fourth. Walker and Berg both now with 4 fouls.
Bounce pass comes in, ball knocked away. They'll call a Rainberg for the foul here and put Nelson, I believe, to the free throw line, or will be Murray.
All out of bounds, I believe.
Well, no, it's a 5th foul, though. Right?
Yep, it is the 5th foul, so it'll be a shooting foul. As Nelson will go to the line to shoot 2. Warriors are 15 for 17 from there in the ball game, so 15 of their 35 points have come from the charity stripe. That's really the difference in the ball game. It's just 2 points from the line for the Panthers, 15 for the Warriors. The Warriors with the 35-28 lead, as Nelson's first is in and out, no good. She'll have 1 shot to go, 30.3 seconds to play here in the 4th quarter. No timeouts left for Washington Middle School. They're going to have to push it up the floor quickly and try to get a bucket.
They get it to Lorraine Berg. She'll bring it across with 26 seconds to play. Looks out top, Corinne Berg. Right side, O'Brien. Travels. Take the 3 and then shovel the feet. And a turnover on Washington with 21.9 seconds left. Down by 7, don't necessarily have to foul here. Still trying to deny the inbound, but with the number of timeouts left for Washington, I don't know that they're going to ever be able to really catch up in this moment. Koster has it, and she'll be fouled with 18.0 on the clock.
Corinne Berg whistled for that foul, so it'll send Koster to the line to shoot 2. Koster 6 for 7 from there. She has 16 points to go along with 12 rebounds in the ballgame. 18 seconds to play. Leah Koster's at the line where her first free throw attempt is off to the left, no good. 1 free throw attempt remaining for her. Played a great ball game in this one. Unable to get the second to go as Corinne Berg with the rebound.
Brings it into the front court, 13 seconds left. Throws a pass stolen away by Nelson. Nelson could just pull it out here with 8 seconds remaining. Has the ball knocked out of bounds. We'll say it goes off of her. Not going to matter, though, as Germantown Hills is going to win this one. Up by 7 with 6.7 seconds to play. And bounce pass comes to Corinne Berg. She'll bring it on the right side, put up a little running 3, no good. Rebound down to Germantown Hills. And the Warriors win this contest 35-28 to advance to the state semifinal at 5 o'clock tonight. Washington finishes the season with a record of 18-5 when we take you to the postgame show presented by Blessing Health System, with final stats coming your way next.
The heart is the hardest working muscle in your body. If something goes wrong with it, you need a medical team that works just as hard. You need Blessing Health's open heart surgery team, celebrating 20 years of delivering life-saving care to tri-state residents. Patients and families choose Blessing Health's open heart surgery team for its experience, quality, and heartwarming compassion. Get the most out of your hard-working heart.
Hey, grab me one too.
Back on the Blessing Health System post-game show. Final in this contest, Germantown Hills with a 35-28 win over the Washington Panthers. Germantown Hills advances to the semifinal and advances their record to 23-1 on the season. Washington bows out here in the quarterfinals with a record of 18-5. And Damon Emmerich has a look at your final stats.
Germantown Hills led in this one the entire way. No lead changes in the ballgame. They led by as many as 12 points. Had the 11-6 lead after one. They were up 19-11 at the half, 28-18 after 3 quarters before holding on to win this contest by a score of 35-28. Washington Middle School shot 12 of 44 from the field, including just 2 of 20 from the 3-point line. They were 2 of 6 from the charity stripe. Scoring for them, Josie O'Brien with 2 points, 5 points for Emmy Spezio, 8 for Corinne Berg, and 13 points for Sophie Walker. For Germantown Hills, they were 10 of 34 from the field in the ballgame for 29%. 0 for 6 from the 3-point line. They did shoot 15 of 21 from the free throw line. Only shot 1 for 6 in that fourth quarter, but they were 71% from the charity stripe. Scoring for the Warriors, Allie Nelson with 4 points, Molly Graff with 1, Kira Murray with 4 points, Bailey Nina with 10 points, and the leading scorer in the ballgame for the Warriors was Leah Coster with 16 points to go along with 12 rebounds.
Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the day by Leah Coster? Double-double, bulk of the ball handling for this Germantown Hills squad. She helps lead her team to the state semifinals. That's going to do it for this quarterfinal. We'll get set for quarterfinal number 2 on Central Illinois Sports. Final in this one, though, Germantown Hills 35.